Greetings, Shalom, Salama. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am recording in a different area right now. I lost the sunlight, so I had to move around to get this light right. So thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Welcome in the room. Welcome to my faithful subscribers. Welcome back to my faithful subscribers. And I want to say welcome to my new subscribers. I want to say thank you for taking the time to view my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. Hit on the notification bell to be notified. So whenever I do a new video or a live, you'll be notified. And so hopefully this is an okay view. I'm in a totally different place, and I'm using this ring light that I have, and I have to do some moving around, but hopefully you can hear me okay and you can see me okay. So thank you so much for viewing my content. Welcome again to the channel. My name is Wanda. This channel is called Diaspora Connect Tanzania. I came up with the name because I created a company in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and the company name is Diaspora Connect LLC. So I changed my channel name to Diaspora Connect Tanzania because there are many Diaspora Connects throughout the continent. And so I just had to make sure that we specified Tanzania. So yeah, I changed my channel name to Diaspora Connect Tanzania. So I am Wanda. Welcome to the channel. Born and raised, I'm a native of Newark, New Jersey in America. Born and raised there, and I left America back in July of 2020, moved to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I have been living here this year in July. It'll be 5 years. So I moved back to Africa. It was a dream of mine. It was a desire of mine. So I left. In light of what's going on in the West, in the U.S., I kind of had an idea based on the biblical scriptures. A lot of people don't think that America is in the Bible, but it really is. It's called Mystery Babylon, and it is in the Bible. It was a new world, so it's new, one of the newest continents. So, but anyway, it's in the Bible, and it had foretold of her destruction. And so I knew this, which is why I left when I did. And so I relocated to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I did want to move back to America. I wanted to move back to Africa, the land of my forefathers and my ancestors. I am what you call ADOS, African Descendant of Slaves. And yes, FBAs, some people, FBA and ADOS, it's based on where you come from or where your ancestors come from, I would say. Because a lot of the FBAs or Foundation of Black Americans, their ancestors they say their ancestors are indigenous to America, meaning some people call them Indians, or they were indigenous, and a lot of the Indians did look like Negroes like us. So there are some who are indigenous to the United States, which is the Foundation of Black Americans. But my point of view is that all of us come from Africa. So even if you are indigenous to America and you were there before Christopher Columbus got there, then you originate still from Africa. So thus I am a Foundation of Black American. I am a ADOS. I am a Black American. I am an African American. I am all these things. But I do acknowledge the fact that my ancestors were stolen from the continent of Africa somewhere, and they were taken to America to be slaves for the people, the colonizers, for our oppressors, our captors. So I decided that I didn't want to live the rest of my life in the land of my enemies. So I decided to move back to Africa, where I originate. And so, so I have been living in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania since July of 2020. It's going on 5 years this year, so all is well. I did create a company. It's called Diaspora Connect LLC, and I just named my channel Diaspora Connect Tanzania. My name is Wanda, if you didn't know. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to view my content. And yeah, so I just wanted to do this video because I wanted to chat with you. It's a lot going on. There are diaspora wars right now between South Africa and Black Americans based on this New Orleans Zulu parade. I didn't even know anything about it, and I was from New Jersey, and I just found out about it online, just like the South Africans did. So I didn't know about it either, but based on what I'm seeing with this festival or carnival, I can see how it's offensive because of the blackface situation. I'm not a fan of blackface. It's never, for me, it's never a justification to wear blackface as a black person. I don't, New Orleans, they got their own way of thinking. And like I said, I'm from New Jersey. I'm on the East Coast. So, yeah, we not down with no blackface. We not down with no black, I'm telling you. I get offended just watching Black Pete, the one in the Dutch. They do that celebration or carnival with the Black Pete where they do the blackface. This blackface stuff offends me. And they used to make a mockery of us. The white people used to make a mockery of us by painting their faces and stuff blackface. And so I've just never been okay with blackface. Even if it's I would not dare paint my face black and do like a blackface. So that's just me. But it goes to show that all Americans don't think the same, and we're not all the same in that aspect, because to me it's offensive as well. It's offensive to black people in general. Blackface is offensive to all black people, in my opinion. So I wouldn't participate in something like that. And also I see why the South Africans are offended by it. So I just want to let the record show that all of us are not okay with this blackface festival, carnival, and especially if they called it the Zulu parade. I think if they want to name it, I think maybe because of the offense, they should name it something else besides the Zulu parade. Maybe it could be named for something else. But I understand the history behind it, the purpose why they did it. It was supposed to be a positive thing where they were back in the day. It was like they were excited about the Zulu, the Zulu people and the culture and all that. But when we find out that it's offensive, or we find out that it's not the way that their culture really is, it's okay to tweak it. Like it's not a problem at this point. Things back in the day we did because we didn't have, we were ignorant, right? We did a lot of things back in the day out of ignorance. But when you find out the truth, you don't continue in ignorance. You adjust and you make changes and you make it right, correct it. Like we were taught a lot of lies in our growing up. We were taught a lot of misconceptions and the lies about Africa and about our history and about who we are. We were taught a lot of lies because we were taught by our oppressors. So we made adjustments. We had to change our thinking. We had to make adjustments based on the information that we were told, that we found out that was not true. So it's the same thing with, I think, this parade, that we see that it's not a true representation of the Zulu nation or the Zulu people. So it's okay to make adjustments. Not saying you can't have your parade in New Orleans, but it's offensive. Because blackface is offensive to me, and I'm from America. I don't play with that, and I'm not down with no blackface stuff. So I can see how they would be offended. So this is my perspective on this parade and the beef that's going back and forth, because now it's more personal, where you have a sister from South Africa. She did a video because she was offended. Out of retaliation, she did a video about slavery, picking cotton, and just kind of taking jabs at black Americans. So it's like it's a back and forth. Now it's a back and forth. Not that two wrongs make a right, but when you offend somebody and you don't acknowledge that their feelings mean something, and you don't acknowledge that you're sorry that they're offended, you'll see what you can do to try to make. It depends on like your response, because if the response was a little bit different, maybe they won't feel so offended, and maybe the lady wouldn't have made the video about slavery, because the slavery part is not only to Black Americans, and that's the part that brought everybody else in it, because slavery was throughout the four corners of the earth. All these different countries took slaves, and you have slaves, and people was taken to Brazil, people was taken to Jamaica, people was taken all over, not just to the states, not just to the United States or to the states. There were people taken as slaves throughout the four corners of the earth. So when you make a light of slavery, this affected more than just Black Americans, as well as it affected a lot of South Africans, because you had apartheid. And I think I saw a video recently where they had statues in South Africa where some of the people, they had statues of people in chains. So the way it looked is like there was some form of slavery, not only colonization, but there was some form of slavery in South Africa too. So that is showing kind of, that's not a good look to make fun of something that happened even in your land as well. Because I believe I saw a museum or something where they were slaves, and I was so surprised, because I was like, well, we had that over here in the U.S. too, and I didn't know that they were enslaved like that over there. I knew it was colonization in South Africa, apartheid, but I didn't know that they were held as slaves. So that same thing happened in South Africa. So we have to be mindful of the things we do when we're offended, because sometimes it makes us look bad, because we all been affected by slavery some kind of way, colonization, slavery, oppression. And so us fighting each other, the Diaspora wars, that's really silly, because we're like brothers and sisters, we're cousins, so we shouldn't be fighting each other about something like that. But I understand the offense on both sides. So that was just my take on it. But anyway, hopefully we can move forward. Everybody got their little feelings out. Everybody got their little, hopefully it'll die down, and we will move on into better things, like standing with Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso, standing with him, because he's an outstanding leader, and he has that Magufuli spirit. And that is what woke me up and made me want to come to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. It was Magufuli's fight, him not accepting the Western bullying, and for him to stand up. And so I love that fighting warrior type spirit that some African leaders have. And so, I'm proud of Ibrahim Traore. I'm praying for him, and we stand behind him, we support him. And that's every African country. We want freedom for Africa all throughout the continent. Freedom for Black people all across the world, and Africans all across the world. And so I'm like, I'm unity for the Black people, for the African people. And I'm not tribal. So, I love everybody that looks like me. Not that everybody that looks like me is for me. Everybody with the same color skin is not for me. But if you want to stand for righteousness, if you want to stand for your people, if you want to fight for your people, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. I stand with you and for you. So, yay to the captain and president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore. Yes, you're doing a good thing. Keep up the good work. And so I just want to do this video, share my feelings on the Diaspora wars, and I can see on both sides how people are offended, but let's keep it in perspective, because we still brothers and sisters, and we still cousins, whether we mad at each other. And also the fight that's going on between us, it's like siblings fighting or cousins fighting, right? So we don't need other nations getting in it, like white people, for example. You had a couple of white people trying to get involved because they live in South Africa. But this fight is not about them. It's about slavery and colonization, which they're the ones that are the hand behind it, as well as they're still doing it over in South Africa to this day. And in America to this day, they try to, well, not the slavery, but the oppression. They still have that same mentality. So they don't need to be involved in this diaspora war, because this is between brothers and sisters and cousins. You know, yeah, it's not between the outside nations, even though some people think it is because they're from South Africa. You know, they're Afrikaners. Yeah, but they're not Africans. And Africa is for the Africans, all here and abroad. Africa is for the Africans here and abroad. So, but anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully this video sounds okay and the view is all right. I in a different position, as you can see. Just want to change it up a little bit so it'd be, you know, a different look. But anyway, thank you so much. I just want to chat with you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my store. Look down under this description box and you'll see my store. I have things that I'm selling in my store. I sell t-shirts, short sleeve and long sleeve t-shirts. I sell coffee mugs. I sell bags, fanny packs, and yeah. And I think it's unisex too. So it's for men or women. My items are white, if you can see. I think I have one blue t-shirt and one black mug, but everything else is white. I don't know, I just chose white because I just like the way that looks. I don't know. So all my items are white, but do me a favor and thank you for your support. And I have, if you want to donate, I take donations, Cash App, and PayPal. And I'm monetized now, and so I'll do lives. I said I'll do a live once. I'll try to do a live once a week, and I'll try to do a video once a week. A live once a week and a video once a week, just to be more relevant online now. And the lives that I do once a week will be maybe a question and answer. So if you are living in the West, anywhere, or if you have questions about Tanzania, about the life, about challenges I face, or this or that, you can ask me what you want to ask me on the live. So I'll do chats like that just for people who have questions. I have been here 5 years, so I think I'm able to answer most questions that Diaspora have. And I don't know have all the answers, but I can answer based on what I have lived and what I have been through, have been here all this time. So, and I know a lot of brothers and sisters who have relocated or repatriated or immigrated to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and they love it, love it, love it. So yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. Hit on the notification bell so you'll be notified. So whenever I do a new live or video, you will be notified. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and listen to what I have to say. Do me a favor and go through and look at my videos and check them out. You know, watch hours, fam. Thank you so much. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So salama, peace, family. See you guys next time.